Hello everyone! Welcome to Downtown Tailoring. In today's video, I'm gonna lower the neckline on a sweater that is a knitted sweater. And I'm gonna try to make a job that looks good. So let's go! This is the sweater I need to fix. And as you can see, the collar already collapsed because it's just too high for my customer. So I'm gonna use this natural mark as a template to lower in the neckline. Now that I know what I can do, I'm gonna go to my table. So as you can see, it's very easy in the sense that I already have my marked in a natural way. This is so soft. Let me see the label. Well, as you see, it has 35% mohair, a little bit of nylon, but as well it has 23% of alpaca. I love alpacas. I mean the animal. So it's very natural and it feels super soft. I'm making a horizontal line where my mark is, and I'm gonna make 2 more lines coming from the side collar. And I'm obviously gonna cut that symmetrical. But for now, I'm marking the whole thing just because I need to make a stitch before I cut it. Otherwise, you know what can happen. This is neat, real neat. So I have my mark, and now I'm gonna go and find more or less a suitable thread. I know that this sweater has so many colors, but I think this is very mute and it will be okay on the sweater. As you might know, a stitch over a sweater can be a little bit tricky, so I'm gonna give you a tip that will help you. I'm gonna use this special interfacing. As you can see, it's almost like a paper. It breaks very easily, and I'm gonna cut just 2 stripes. I'm gonna remove the label and I'm gonna put it back so I can differentiate the back and the front of this sweater. Now I'm gonna sew, and it will be very easy. I'm gonna just carefully place my sweater, and I'm going to place the interfacing on top so I can sew pretty much nicely. Of course, I'm gonna sew a rounded collar and I cut straight stripes, but it's okay. I just make a little cuts and then I can be kind of moving it a little bit, managing it. It's not a big deal. The only thing that I need to achieve is a seam that didn't pull any of the knits. This is why I'm sewing directly over the interfacing. I'm gonna sew all around, and I'm trying to be very careful here. Now that I'm done, my next step is just to remove that interfacing. And it's like a paper, so I can cut it very easily. As you can see, I'm removing that interfacing, and still all the knit behind is completely normal, is all okay. And this is what I have now. And I measured the head of my customer. Not that pretty much all the head has the same measurement. It's about 23 inches because I have to make sure that this sweater will be very comfortable for her. I'm gonna remove the knitting that has at the top part because I'm gonna try to see if I can reuse it. Picking up that thread has been very difficult just because this is a mohair and it gets kind of entangled, and I want to see if I can get all that thread so I could reuse it later if I need it. Now I remove the whole knit, and I think I'm gonna reuse it at half of the size. It's very stretchable, but not stretchy enough to give me the 23 inches that I need. So what I'm gonna do is pretty much to cut it all along. For that, I have to cut it first in one side, and before cutting real knitted sweater or fabric, you have to stitch it first so it doesn't unravel. Now I'm stitching alongside, and I'm gonna, of course, make 2 stitches. I make one just beside the center, and I'm gonna make the second one because I'm gonna cut in between. This is extremely important to be sure that the knit won't unravel. Now that is cut, I can go to my serger machine and I'm gonna serge the two sides that I cut. This will secure the edges and there won't be any problem with them. Now that I have them, I'm gonna join together the two sides and now I have one longer stripe of knit that I'm gonna try to sew it here with my sweater. Now I can cut my sweater to redefine my new neckline. This is sometimes the most important step because you want really to do it correctly. Now I'm gonna measure again my neckline and I can see that it will be at least the 23 inches. And let me put it on the mannequin so you can see how it looks, and I think it looks exactly how my customer wanted. So I can go to my serger machine and I can serge all that edges. I save a little bit of thread just in case because you never know if you can use it after. But my plan is very simple. I'm gonna stitch starting from the inside of the sweater, my knit, and then I'm gonna fold it over to the outside and I'm gonna stitch the outside. It sounds like a plan, right? To be honest, I told my customer I don't know exactly what I'm going to do, so give me a few days to think about it. As you can see, this is not like a regular job, but it's regular if it's just knit. I mean knit material, not a knitted sweater. Oh well. So I'm gonna start by sewing. I marked the center back and now I'm gonna pin all around. Why I'm pinning? Because I don't want to pull at all any knit while I'm sewing because it will lose the shape. I want it to be with a nice shape. After I measure it, I know now that I have a little bit of excess of material. Is obviously because I make it the double of the length and I wasn't going to do it this way, but because now I have the double of the length, of course. So instead of sewing like normal, I prefer to overlap. I think it will be nicer. Now I'm prepared to sew my ribbon collar on my sweater, and this is pretty straightforward, right? You sew it without pulling too much, just a little bit. Now it's time for the second pass, and it's pretty much a top stitch all around like you would do with a fold over elastic. This is my sweater, but I still think I can do a little bit more. I'm gonna take the excess of thread I have and I think I'm gonna crochet it on top of those huge loops that I have. This is pretty much something that, I'm just doing it, but I didn't really think about it until just now. But I think it's looking really good. It's giving it a very, very good finish. And of course, the thread finish, it wasn't enough. It's obvious I expected that because I couldn't take the whole thread. And now I'm gonna take whatever thread I can from whatever to see if I can finish that. And please, I know that this is not the correct way to join the yarn, but I'm a tailor. I can knit, I can crochet, but I'm not really a professional on that. I'm trying my best, Tom. My best. So again, the yarn finished and I'm putting a little bit more. If you are a knitter, please close your eyes in that moment. And I'm almost done. So I did almost the whole thing, but I didn't have enough thread for 2 of the loops. Unfortunately, I will have to leave it like that, but better than 95% than 0%. I'm sure of that. So I left the thread inside, not the cleanest way, but it's good enough. I'm missing just 1 loop, so it's good. And this is how it looks. I think it's way more cleaner, and because I already finished this with the crochet chain, I can safely remove the stitch I did, and now at last minute measurement 24, like almost 25, so it's all good, and my sweater is done. Here you go. Doesn't look great? It's like the original, right? Look at the stitches as well of the knitting. They are all normal. Anything pulled or shrunken is all nice and good. If you find this video useful or entertaining, please give us a like, give us a hype, and don't forget to subscribe, share, comment. Bye!